A lot of people talk about depression, and sorry, I'm gonna turn my car on. Let's go move a little bit. We've been here parked for a while. Let's move a little bit. But what I'm gonna talk about, it's very, very relevant. What I'm gonna talk about now, it's very relevant. Let me just move my car. Depression. And this is a very sensitive topic because my mom suffers from depression. We don't agree on the topic. My mom secretly hates me for that, but I forgive her. We have a good relationship, don't take it wrong, but she doesn't like the fact that I don't really want to understand what is depression. There's a lot of people that don't agree with the fact that I don't try to understand what is depression, but there is a reason why I don't want to understand what is depression. And one of the reasons is like, you want me to understand how to lose, but I want to win. So why should I focus on learning how to lose if my goal is to win? There's no reason why to do that. Doesn't make sense. If my goal is to win, why I'm putting energy and time into how to lose, which is basically what happens with when you are depressed. You lose because nobody can win thinking in a negative way. Now, why I don't accept depression? There is a reason, and maybe it's because the only way I would consider talking about it would be if I was allowed to put a camera on anybody that was identified as being depressed, put a camera on them 24/7 for 30 days straight, or if there would be no funds to fund that experiment, put a camera on somebody that claims to have depression for 1 week straight 24/7. I need to know exactly everything that you do, from the morning, from the time that you wake up to the time that you go to sleep, to what books are you reading, to what information are you consuming on the internet, to what videos are you watching, to what conversations are you having, to what thoughts are you entertaining. I would need to know everything for a week straight. I would need to analyze that. And then when I would make my analysis, I would need to then recommend somebody with depression to do the following: wake up at the same time every day, go to sleep at the same time every day, work out hard twice a day, work on their goals, establish goals, work on their goals non-stop during the whole day, drink the right amount of water, and what else I would need them to do? Go outside, yes, walk outside, get some fresh air, 2 workouts, and read on self-development, something that would train the mind to something like Think and Grow Rich, or The Richest Man in Babylon, or Outwitting the Devil, or 177 Mental Toughness of the World Class. I would need them to read those kind of books, 5-10 pages a day, every single day, you know. And then, if somebody, I would check also on their diet. What are they eating? What kind of carbs are they eating? Are they eating sweets? Are they eating ice cream? What are they eating? And then, if I could confirm that you would be doing all of it and you would still be depressed, then I would consider talking about depression. Until I see somebody doing all this and every single day and being depressed, I cannot vouch for that. Because my mom is depressed, yeah, but she doesn't do exercise often. She doesn't know how to read, so she doesn't read. She watches TV, and on TV, every time she is watching TV and I stop to listen, it's just bullshit. And when she's not watching the news, she's watching any other program on TV, which are also bullshit, talking about everything that's wrong in the world, or talking about, like, it's always about poor people, like suffering about this, suffering about that. This is always bullshit. There's never like aspiring talks, aspiring motivation things, inspirational stuff. It's always like low level energy. So if I would be watching that kind of content, and if my life was like her life, which is she goes to work, she doesn't exercise, comes back home, sits down in the couch and watches Facebook and TV and so on, yeah, probably I would be depressed too. And a lot of things happen in her life that I will not talk now, is for another topic, that she justifies it as being depressed. But it's all about perspective, because my father died when I was 4 and I'm not depressed. And you can say, oh, but you are only 4. Yeah, but some people, they are depressed because the father died when they were 3. So it's a matter of perspective. For me, my father dying was the biggest blessing that ever happened to me. Why? Because I became the man that I am now and I love it. I could become somebody else and then also justify it with my father dying. For everything there is a justification, you know. There's some people that drink because their father died, and some people that they are millionaires because their father died. It's whatever. You know what I mean? So that's my take. That's my take on being depressed. I have a lot of people that I have. There was 2 weeks ago when multiple people wrote me about being depressed, being rock bottom, and wanting help, and blah blah blah. And the thing I told them is like, do this. Wake up at this time. Do this amount of exercise. This amount of minutes of exercise. Do this amount of reading. Go to work and actually do. Go to work and actually do your work. Eat properly. Don't focus on anything else. Do that for at least a week, and at the end of it, tell me, how do you feel? Are you still depressed? And most people never came back to me, so that shows that, first of all, they were not serious about it, because they didn't do the task, they didn't come back to it, they just wanted some sympathy. But at the end of the day, it's like this, like, my idea about depression is you are creating your depression by the way that you live, by the way that you don't have habits, or by the way that you have bad habits, or by the way that you waste your time, by the way that you don't stimulate your mind, by the way that you don't stimulate your body. And I think it's lazy to talk about depression, to just talk about medication for depression, for doctors to be like, oh yeah, depressed, so take this, take that. But what about your 24/7 lifestyle? What about what are you doing? And what about finding new frameworks on how to think? Finding new frameworks about how to... Finding new frameworks on how to think. Finding new frameworks on how not to be depressed, you know? That's the difficult thing to do. I can tell you right now, if I would this choose to lose instead of winning, I could easily become depressed. I stop exercising, I dumb scroll on my phone every single day on things that don't matter, I don't read, I don't eat properly, I do a routine that I'm not excited about, I go to a job that I hate, I sign myself to work at a factory or something that I absolutely don't see myself doing. I just do because I don't have balls to do what I'm supposed to do. And after a while, I'll be depressed. It's as simple as that. I can make myself depressed. Yeah, guys, this topic of depression, I'm not a doctor. I don't know anything about it. It's just for you to talk with me about depression, I need to see 24/7 footage of all the things that you are doing, everything that you are eating, all your habits, and then I can talk about this. But everybody so far that I ever heard talking about being depressed has not good daily routines, has not a exciting life, and I think that's a part of being depressed. Because if my life was not exciting, if I wasn't living life in my own terms, I would probably be depressed too. All right. If you guys want to start, if you guys want to start building a community, start creating content online, start growing your social media, Instagram, start posting content consistently on YouTube, don't know where to start, you can either check the link in my bio, you can do it yourself. I have a full program teaching how you can transform your body, mind, and start making money online, create a strong personal brand. And I also work with some people one-on-one. Depends if you are a fit, depends on your income level, depends on a lot of things. Check it out if you feel like you would be benefited by that. If not, I hope that you were benefited by the information on this video, and I'll see you soon.